Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I will be fixing Nicktoons schedule. Yes, Nicktoons schedule. Right now I have Nicktoons playing in the background, and right now, guess what it's playing? Game Shakers, a live action TV show. It's called Nicktoons. Nicktoons. It's for Nickelodeon cartoons. So this means that they can show any type of cartoon that they like. So they could show Avatar, they could show any Nickelodeon cartoon. So they could show Avatar, they can show Jimmy Neutron, they can show new stuff like SpongeBob, Bunsen is a Beast. Um, you can also show Harvey Beaks and Hey Arnold and more. And all those shows that I mentioned will be on the schedule. So let's get into it. First, let me start off with this. I'm dividing up Nickelodeon's Nicktoons schedule into 4 sections. Early in the morning, in the middle of the day, prime time, and late at night. So this is early in the morning. And the reason I put the good shows earlier instead of like in the middle of the day is because when you're waking up to go to work or to go to school, you usually turn on the TV to see what's on. And I wake up at 6 a.m. to go to school. So I put Hey Arnold, Ren and Stimpy, and some people wake up at 7, so you got Rocko's Modern Life and Rugrats. And then it just goes on from there. We have Doug, Cat Dog, Real Monsters, Angry Beavers, Rocket Power, and the Wild Thornberries. This can change based on how the shows are doing. Say Real Monsters is doing great, and Hey Arnold is doing terrible. You can switch them out and see if 9 is really a really good spot for these shows. But I feel like you should just put the old shows early in the morning because that would be able you would be able to kind of continue Splat on another channel though. So let's go on to the next section number 2. And section 2 is more of the noon, which will be 12 to 5. And I'll put the shows that were in the early 2000s. So My Life as a Teenage Robot, Jimmy Neutron, Invader Zim, Danny Phantom, and Avatar: The Last Airbender. The reason I put only 5 was because I couldn't really remember all of them, and these 5 were probably the most popular shows because I remember in the early 2000s a lot of shows would get canceled after 2 seasons. For example, the Invader Zim. The Last Airbender didn't even have 100 episodes. Danny Phantom got canceled. Yeah, the reason I put My Life as a Teenage Robot is because on the internet, it's a good. People say that it's a good show on the internet, but it didn't do so good. Jimmy Neutron, a lot of people know that show. A lot of people like that show. And Invader Zim, it gets great reviews online, but it didn't do so good on TV. And Danny Phantom, it did pretty good on TV, and it gets great reviews online. And the Avatar: The Last Airbender gets good reviews and does good online. So yeah, that's section 2. Section 2 is more of the early 2000s, which the early 2000s was a good time for Nickelodeon. That's when I started watching it. But the early 2000s was full of forgettable cartoons. So yeah, that's section 2, 12 through 5 at noon. And finally, we have section 3, which is the modern cartoons. 6 to 9 p.m. is mostly prime time, so that's why I put most of Nicktoons better shows. So the shows that are actually premiering new episodes on Nicktoons, I put in the primetime slot. So Nicktoons can advertise that, hey, we have this show, we have this also, and way more shows. So first we have Rabbit Invasion. Rabbit Invasion should be played during the day because, in my opinion, is Nick's version of Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry. It's not as good as that, but if you like Looney Tunes or Tom and Jerry, you'll probably like Rabbit Invasion. Harvey Beaks is a good show, but it didn't do too good on Nicktoons, so it's just out of the prime time slot. And then we have Alvin and the Chipmunks, which I would say is the least popular out of the 6 shows that have primetime slots. I'm only giving it a primetime slot because it still shows new episodes early in the morning on Nick. Bunsen is a beast. Started off, Nick was advertising it a lot, but now they have stopped. Loud House, duh. SpongeBob, of course. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Fairy Odd Parents, and Breadwinners, Sanjay and Craig. Yu-Gi-Oh and Pig Goat Banana Cricket. So that's section 3 of Nicktoons. It's modern section, and it's basically where it's gonna get most of its views. And here's another rule: they can also change the sections up. They can put this section early in the morning if it's not doing good. If the old section, which it probably will do good, they can move it late at night. But I think they won't do that because the splat's on late at night. So yeah. And also we have the other section 2, which is personally the section that I will be going to for Nicktoons. So yeah, this is the schedule, and next we're gonna talk about its promos and its blocks. Now, this is a pretty good schedule if you ask me, because I'm the one that made it. It took me a little while to make the schedule, and here's for the promos and the blocks. The huge block where they show all their new shows, kind of like a cartoon. Could be on Friday or Wednesday. Friday or Wednesday. The reason, Wednesday or Thursday. The reason Wednesday or Thursday is because Cartoon Network has their blocks on Friday, and I wouldn't want to compete with Cartoon Network because Cartoon Network would take away its views because Nicktoons isn't really that popular, and Nicktoons is trying to. In this scenario, I'm trying to make Nicktoons a place where people would go and watch. So you can have a block where they show the new cartoons, new episodes, and stuff like that on Wednesdays or Thursdays. And you can also do something with the other ones where like Throwback Thursdays or good old good old Tuesdays. I don't know. You could do, and you could even do something where you show old cartoons the whole day. This is Nicktoons. It's for Nickelodeon cartoons. There's not really that many rules. You can do that. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say about the promos. That's some of the ideas I have for the promos. And thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe if you liked it. Leave a like and subscribe. And I will be making another schedule video, I think on in the comments. Well, I'll have a little ball up there for y'all to vote which schedule I should fix next. Okay?